A KSLSports.com presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by University Federal Credit Union.
Welcome to Game Night Live. COVID-19 couldn't beat the Utah High School football season. We made it through a 10-week regular season. And now, Sam, it's playoff time.
Let's do this. The playoff brackets, they're set. We'll go through most of the interesting matchups in each of the first round, in each classification, as we show you the best from Week 10 of the season today.
Let's do that right now. Let's start with a title on the line in Region 1. The Roy Royals, ranked number 4 in our Game Night Live power rankings, and 8-0 record. A win over Weber would give them an outright Region 1 title.
This game was actually put on hold for a week due to positive COVID-19 tests in the Roy program.
Now, which team would show signs of rust? Well, I'll tell you what, it was not Weber. Off to a red-hot start. Jake Lindsey to Spencer Hall. It's 7-0 Warriors. Then they block a kick. Cannon DeVries. Little Weddle. 14-0 Warriors. Jake Lindsey takes a turn. The quarterback with the keeper, 44 yards. The lead goes up to 21-0. What's going on? This is a rout. DeVries on the offensive side. 47-yard touchdown for Cannon DeVries. Weber wins 35-8. Both teams finish 6-1 in region play. Out of the brackets, Weber gets a 6th seed in the 6A state tournament and a first-round bye. They get the winner of Syracuse and Davis. Harriman and West Jordan battle for a chance to take on 3-seeded Skyridge. And Skyridge taking on Westlake Wednesday night. Falcons quarterback McKay Hillstead is the dictionary definition of a dual-threat quarterback, spinning into the end zone for a touchdown. Westlake trying to keep pace. Braden Ross to James Maxwell. He's got it, 31 yards. But Hillstead was just too much for the Thunder defense. Through the air, he tossed 3 touchdowns. That one to Mitch Adamson, 41 yards. A 31-point second quarter for Skyridge. And then what kind of sorcery is this? Hillstead with a 42-yard touchdown. He had 3 scores on the ground, and Skyridge wins big.
Okay, 6th-ranked American Fork on the road against number 1 Corner Canyon. Second quarter, Maddox Madsen on the draw play. He's going to hammer it home for an 8-yard score. Cavemen in a 1-score game at the half, but in the third quarter, the Chargers just slammed the door. Jackson Dart to Dylan Carlson for the 48-yard touchdown. Noah Kerr set the state record for career receptions in this game. Dart threw 6 touchdowns. Corner Canyon won big, 53-32. So here's a look at the Chargers in the bracket. They get the winner of the Hunter-Westlake rematch. Westlake actually beat Hunter back in August. Pleasant Grove gets a bye. The 8th seed will get the winner of 9-seeded Bingham and 24-seeded Granger. All right, 2nd-ranked Lone Peak was hosting number 11 Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove was up 7-3 at the half, but the wheels just fell off the wagon in the second after a muff punt by the Vikings. Lone Peak's Luke Durfee scores. The Knights would get an interception on the next drive, and then Durfee again, a 13-yard touchdown. Lone Peak wins 22-7, finishing 2nd in Region 4 with a 9-1 record.
Region 3, Harriman hosting Riverton. All the scoring in this game took place in the second quarter. Harriman kicker Caden Sedal kicks this ball to South Jordan. A 50-yard field goal for the game's first score. Ensuing kickoff, Harriman forces the fumble. On the return, it's Austin McMillan with a 5-yard fumble recovery. Moments later, Harriman has the ball. Jack White going deep. The Daxton McPeak, he's got it, 45 yards. Harriman in scoring position. If you had an offensive lineman scoring a touchdown on your touchdown bingo card, you win. Dominic Mitchell, right place, right time. Give the big guy a Heisman. He deserves it. Harriman shuts out Riverton. Here's a look at Lone Peak's side of the bracket. They're the 2 seed in 6A. They get the winner of Riverton and Layton. Roy is the 7 seed. They get a bye and get the West versus Jordan winner. I'm not sure anyone wants to play West right now, because the Panthers have won 5 of 6, including an upset of Kearns last week. Granger had no choice Thursday. They had to play them. Opening drive, special teams sets the tone for West. They block the punt, recovered by Dallas Vakalahi. That leads to a touchdown for Carson Lapati. Then later in the quarter, Clarence Bird Butler going to take the option pitch into the end zone. It's 14-0 after the first quarter. West forced 3 first-half turnovers in a 24-0 shutout.
Region 3 with a win Thursday night against Jordan. East would clinch at least a share of that region title. Didn't take long to get East on the board. I.J. Sula from 6 out, 7-zip. Leopards running back Amini Amone, he's been having a big season. And midway through the first quarter, he has another big play. 67 yards untouched, East up 14-0. Siona Vilahi bounces off multiple defenders here for a 13-yard score, and East gets the shutout, 49-0.
Back to Region 1, Layton at Clearfield. Let's start in the second half, tied at 7. Branson Simper finds Dawson Burton to give the Clearfield Falcons a 14-7 lead. Layton answers. Garrett Gifford to Porter Hanson. What a catch! But Clearfield would take the lead for good in the fourth with a pair of rushing touchdowns. Kai Worth caps it off there. 28-17, Falcons win.
So Kearns has only had one hiccup this regular season. They wrapped up the regular season against Cypress, and the Cougars dominated. Jeff Bassa, 47 yards from Yosefa Toya Ivao for a 7-0 lead. Jack Kelly gets a turn, 92-yard touchdown on this reception, which gave him a 21-0 lead at that point. And you know the Cougars just kept pouring it on. Nakileha would also get into the end zone from 5 yards out. Kearns finishes the season with an 8-1 record after a 65-28 win.
Kearns earns the 5 seed in 6A. They get the winner of East and Clearfield. American Fork is the 4 seed. They get the Fremont Copper Hills winner in the second round. All right, Region 8 has been one of the most balanced regions in the state this year, definitely in 5A.
Yeah, Maple Mountain, Wasatch, Salem Hills, and Springville all had 3-1 records in region play entering the final week of the regular season. It was all Springville early in their game against Wasatch. How about this? Caden DeLamas finds Zachary Antonino. It's a 7-0 Red Devils lead. Now they're up 10-0, and the blocked punt right there is going to result in 2 more points on the safety. Then in the third, they just keep piling on. Seth Rigtrup punches it in to make it 19-0. It's a rout. But hold on. Wasatch suddenly flips the switch. Adarius Edwards to Jaron Kalala. They're on the board. That gets them some momentum. Then Parker North gets upfield and into the end zone. It's a 19-14 game. North, he's going to score again. That gives them the lead, and it holds up. The Wasps come back for the 22-19 win.
Stay in Region 8 rivalry between Maple Mountain and Salem Hills. It was all Golden Eagles early. Tyler Nelson to Johnny Curl at 7-0 Maple Mountain. Then Thomas Waite breaks loose. He's going to go 80 yards for the touchdown. 14-0 Maple Mountain at the half. Fourth quarter leading 21-7 Tyler Nelson to Cole McAllister. That makes it 28-7 with 8 minutes left. That's when things get crazy. Salem Hills would get rolling. Marching downfield, Jarrett Elmer finds Willie Leota to cut the lead to 2 scores. Then he finds Austin Hallows, not once, but twice. That ties the game with 30 seconds to go. How did this happen? We go to overtime. Actually, let's go 2 overtimes. Tyler Nelson scrambles, and he's in to give the Golden Eagles the lead. Can Salem Hills match? They try, but Elmer's picked off by Bryson Bliss. Maple Mountain holds on in a thriller. All right, with the loss, Salem Hills still gets the highest playoff seed in Region 8. They are a 4 seed. Wasatch, the 5 seed. Salem Hills gets the Box Elder Woods Cross winner. Wasatch will host the Lehigh Viewmont winner.
Okay, so Maple Mountain is the 6th seed in a bracket that features Region 5 champion Bonneville. Fresh off their first region title in 18 years, the Lakers are the 3 seed in the 5A playoffs. They get the Alta Farmington winner. Maple Mountain will get the Springville Murray winner. Now to Region 6. Undefeated Skyline taking on Olympus for the Battle of the Rock. Fourth quarter, game tied 14. Tommy Hogan finds Peyton Price to give Olympus a 21-14 lead. Skyline answers. Braxton Bolingbroke to Hudson Manwaring. What a catch. Take a second glance at that diving touchdown. Then with a minute left, Tommy Hogan finds a wide open Ryan Reynard. Look at the moves. He's going to find the end zone. That's almost. It sets up a Hogan touchdown run there, and they win at 5 seconds left on the clock, 28-21.
Fifth-ranked Brighton at Highland, opening drive for the Rams. Ball's fumbled away. Brighton recovers. That leads to a touchdown pass to Lander Barton. It's 7-0 Bengals. Highland answers on the next drive. Patrick Brennan, the 1-yard score. From there, it was all Brighton, though. Mason Young had a pair of touchdown runs. That's a tough run. Then Lander Barton with another touchdown reception. Bengals roll big, 9-0 to end the season.
A non-region game in 5A, Timpview on the road at Stansbury. In the first quarter, Liu Almavai throws to Roan Hale for a 10-0 Timpview lead. But the lead didn't last long. Crew Huxford to Caden Clark. He scores. Then Nate Bushnell up the gut. He's got some wheels. And he's got a touchdown. Capped off by Tyson Tripp, pick six. Stansbury led at the half 28-17, and the Stallions win it 49-31.
All right, back to the brackets. Brighton's the #1 overall seed in the 5A playoffs. They get the Highland Spanish Fork winner in round 2. Timpview and Olympus both get a bye. They'll play in the 8-9 game in the second round. Well, Orem last played a game on September 11th. That's 33 days in between games. They finally face another opponent on Wednesday night.
One of the obstacles of COVID, but they did have a great matchup with the 9th-ranked Tigers and 18th-ranked Lehigh.
And we'll pick it up in the third quarter after Lehigh cut Orem's lead to 3, 17-14. The Tigers get their first explosive offensive play of the game. Micah Faya to Colton Brown, 67 yards. Lehigh gets that 6 back later in the third. Faya, different result this time. Picked off by Cadian Sweat. The Lehigh safety had a big game, 60-yard pick 6. The Pioneers back within 3. Fourth quarter, 4th and 6 for the Tigers with 5 minutes left. Faya finds Joe Smith for the 30-yard gain. Then on 4th and 1 with 2 minutes left, Joe Smith again, this time on the ground. Touchdown Tigers. Lehigh doesn't quit. 47 seconds left. Trayton Cooper avoids the rush, throws to the end zone, and it's caught. Jackson Christensen, 31 yards. Lehigh has life, but they need the onside kick. But Orem's Tauhi Tupola recovers, and Orem survives. The Bountiful Viewmont rivalry continues. Bountiful strikes first. Boston Malmrose to Bridger Morton. What a catch. It's 24-yard touchdown and a 7-0 lead. Viewmont answers 3 minutes later. Will Schultz with a 2-yard keeper. But on the ensuing kickoff, this is Bountiful's Drew Bowles. He goes bowling through the Viewmont special teams unit, 79 yards for a touchdown. Bountiful scores 31 unanswered in the win.
So even with just 6 games played, Orem gets the #2 seed in the 5A bracket. They'll get the winner between Mountain Ridge and Provo. Bountiful and Hillcrest will play for a chance to meet #7 seed Skyline in the second round.
All right, now to 4A. Pineview is the Region 9 champion. They finished 7-0 in 4A's most competitive region.
It's some pretty impressive back-to-back 7-0 region titles for the Panthers.
Yes, it is. Region 9 highlights in Week 10. Snow Canyon at Cedar. Impressive performance for Snow Canyon quarterback Landon Fry. 4 rushing touchdowns. Also added this 67-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Wade. And the Warriors with an easy win.
Crimson Cliffs was facing Desert Hills. How about this for Crimson Cliffs? First score of the game, Chase Hansen to Trey Rockhill. 70-yard touchdown. And in the fourth quarter, with Desert Hills down 3, Noah Fuelile Tolo to Austin Turnbow for a 36-yard touchdown, and that's your game winner, 14-10 Desert Hill.
Dixie on the road at Canyon View. The Flyers were slinging the ball all over the field. Bronson Barben with 4 touchdown passes. And Dixie wins this one big, 48-7.
The Iron Horse game between Ogden and Ben Lomond. Ogden's Isaac Wilson gets the pick, and just watch this closely. He's going to get taken down on the other side of midfield, but does he ever touch the ground? He rolls over 2 defenders, stands back up, and keeps going. There was never a whistle. That's a 70-yard pick 6, guys. Tigers get the win 32-24.
I think we'll see that later on in the show again. Here is a look at the 4A bracket. Skyview's the #1 seed. They get the Desert Hills Mountain Crest winner. Dixie and Cedar with a rematch in the 8-9 game in the second round. Ridgeline's a 4 seed. They get the Cedar Valley Tooele winner. Park City, the 5 seed. They get the winner of the Iron Horse rematch in the first round. We get to see that again. 2 seed Pineview gets a Region 9 opponent in the second round. Crimson Cliffs or Canyon View. And Bear River and Green Canyon will meet in the second round. Snow Canyon gets a bye as the 3 seed. They get the Logan Hurricane winner. And Stansbury gets the Mountain View Uinta winner in round 2. All right, up next, 3A and 2A football. We'll explain the craziness behind this play and break down the playoff brackets. Plus, the Game Night Live highlight reel is on the way as well. Stick around. The best games, maybe the best game of the week, was in 3A.
Yeah, Richfield won Region 12. San Juan and Emory playing for second place. But it almost seemed like a title game with all this action on the field.
This was awesome. San Juan and Emory, here we go. The Broncos would score first. Jensen Grover from 11 yards out. San Juan has a lead. Later in the first quarter, it's Jace Palmer to Lad Ivins, and San Juan has a 19-7 lead. Now to the play of the game. It goes to Emery. The hook and ladder. Jace Curtis takes the pitch. 61 yards for the score, but San Juan holds on to win 38-35.
UAB was visiting American Leadership Academy. They were already up 16-0 when Dominic Davidson scoops and scores, adding another to the tally. It's 23-0 Bees. Last UAB possession of the game. Luke Ivers screen pass to Jared Dye, 39 yards for the score. UAB with the win, 54-28.
Richfield at Grand. The Wildcats already up 14-0. Gavin Brown picked off by Dante Wells. Pick 6. Grand now down just 14-7. Richfield's running game could not be stopped. Casey Giddings, he's had a great year. Third touchdown of the night. Richfield wins 48-27. They finish undefeated in Region 12.
South Summit at Summit Academy. In the first quarter, South Summit's Kyler Sudweeks. Well, he gets picked off by the Bears. It's Titan Kilgore. We've said his name a lot this year on Game Night Live. 7-0 Summit Academy. Third quarter, Jackson Case is going to go 25 yards to the house. Summit Academy wins 42-7.
Grantsville making the trip out to Morgan. First quarter, Trojans quarterback Ryder Lish, 28 yards to Nick Despain, 14-0 Morgan. Second quarter, after a Grantsville punt, Jimmy Savage. This is Savage. All the way to the end zone. It's 21-0 Trojans. Then Ryder Lish puts in the dagger himself, a 12-yard run. Morgan is the Region 13 champion, and they'll try to defend their title in the playoffs.
Union taking on North San Pete. North San Pete's Tyler Allen finds Magnus Clausen. 7-0 Hawks after that score. Fourth quarter we go. Allen to Clausen again. More points, 34-6. Magnus Clausen had 3 touchdowns, and the Hawks beat the Cougars 41-14. So the number 1 seed and only first-round bye in the 3A playoffs goes to the UAB Wasps. Richfield finished tied with UAB for the best record in 3A, 9-1, but they get the number 4 seed and will face 13th-seeded Union to open tournament play.
All right, Beaver has the second longest active win streak in the state, trying to make it 23 in a row this week.
During that streak, the Beavers' average margin of victory, 42.5 points. Pretty impressive. They were hosting Parowan this week. Beaver quickly building a 3-touchdown lead. Trayson Hunter to Kai Brown. Then Parowan gets on the board in the third quarter. Nicholas Goodman with a great catch from Hutch Miller cuts the lead to 14. They would score no more, though. Beavers' win streak continues with the 35-7 win.
Layton Christian wrapping up the season at Gunnison Valley. Gunnison up 27-14 in the fourth. Layton Christian coming back. Tucker Prescott to Malik Johnson, a 56-yard touchdown. Makes it 22-27. 1:34 left to play. Jack Hansen bounces off a wall, and he is gone, and Gunnison Valley gets the win 34-22. All right, let's go to the 2A bracket. No shock here. Beaver, the number 1 seed. The other 2 schools to get a first-round bye, 2 seed Duchesne and 3 seed Kanab. You can see all the brackets, 6A through 2A, on the high school sports page on KSLSports.com.
10 weeks in, and we still have some of the best plays we've seen all season long. The Game Night Live highlight reel comes your way next.
Week in and week out, we've been entertained by some great high school football in the state of Utah.
Yeah, but before we turn the page and jump right into the playoffs, let's celebrate Week 10 with this week's highlight reel.